Hello, my friends. How are you tonight? So, this night, I bought this keyboard yesterday or maybe the day before. No, I bought it yesterday, but I didn't have the time with it. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday, 2 days ago. But because I wasn't at home, I didn't have the time with it, and I did a review which didn't look right. Was a little bit the picture was not good. Anyway, so this is sort of an intimate after discussion on the comments with some of the guys here. Um, so listen, I want to tell you something about Roland, and I have to say I am an old Roland user. I used to have RD800, which was the stage piano of Roland, the flagship, in fact. Before the RD2000, it was the flagship, and it was the last flagship with supernatural sound, because the RD2000 came with the model sound, which they currently have on the RD2000 and on the FP90X and on the Phantom, the flagship Phantom. But there is, fortunately, because I don't like these piano engines, the model piano of Roland, or any model piano. I like more, I'm a sample guy, let's say. Not simple guy, sample guy. So Roland bring back with the FP30X an improved engine, and the supernatural pianos now sounds better than ever, okay? So some of the friends in the comments, he says to me that the speakers are muffled a little bit. Not muffled, let's say the high range of the EQ is a little bit slow there. Yes, it's making the pianos, I listened to it when I played the VST pianos through the speakers. It make all my VST pianos a little bit more mellow. And me personally, I like it because, to my opinion and my experience, let's say, with digital piano on this price range, the most accurate piano in sound to your ears with the most high, let's say, is Yamaha, okay? But I don't like that. That's the Yamaha is too bright. I don't like the Yamaha. And of course, the sound is of poor quality, not too many layers. The quality of the sample is, and the sound engine is not on pair on with the others, okay? So Casio, I used to have Casio, as you know, and Casio have the Hamburg D, but the sound of the piano is very thin and very brightish, and the speaker configuration doesn't give it enough power. So if you are playing it with the speakers, it's okay. It sounds nice, but it sounds a little bit weird. It does not sound like my Kawai or the Yamaha I played, or I'm talking the Yamaha P125 or the Kawai ES110 that I used to have. And so the Kawai was the best speakers in terms of quality. But these speakers are second to the Kawai in the quality of the sound. And me personally, it takes, there are two piano samples here, and I want to talk about them because there is a magic in one. And I started with the magic when I improvised on this beginning. This is amazing piano. Listen, you know me, I'm a Kawai fanboy. You know, I still think there is no other companies in the level of Kawai pianos. Even Nord. The Kawai pianos are precise. If there is a perfect piano, is the SK Concert Grand. This is just like in the spot. For me personally, and I think many people think so. But, you know, after the Kawai, let's put the Kawai in the side. I'm looking for a character in a piano. And here there are two samples. And the sample of the upright is full of character. And this is what I was playing with. It just feels like a real upright, you know? Even a little old one, you know? But this is great sample of upright. And the RD88 does not have this. And just for this, for me, it's worth to give on the RD88. Even though the RD88, one of the comments from one of my viewers, he says he got the RD88 and the FP30X. And I have to say he's right. Maybe the pianos on the RD88 a little bit have more complex, even though me personally I don't believe, because on my RD800, which have the supernatural engine, the best of Roland, supernatural engine, the last flagship, let's say, with supernatural engine. Afterwards, the RD2000 have also the supernatural engine, but the piano sound have other engine, module engine, as I talked before. But anyway, listen this. And on the RD88, they sampled pianos from their V piano. So it was not sampled of real pianos. And here, this is supernatural of a real piano. I can hear this is a real sample. So they got backfired from some videos on YouTube about the sound of the RD2000 and the fake piano sounds. So they put out the RD88 with the supernatural pianos, okay? That's why I consider the RD88, because it's the only flagship piano from Roland, in a good price, by the way, with sampled pianos. And the supernatural engine, piano engine of Roland is very good, was very good, you know. People loved the RD700 and this because this is amazing sample, okay? So, at the stage piano or at any piano, 99% of the time you will play with the piano. Now here you have a 50 sound of supernatural sounds. So it's the grade of the piano, okay? Each of the sounds here. Let's listen to some of them. Let's go to the concert grand and listen. It's very easy to operate it without the manual. I'm operating this, although maybe it's easy because it's a little bit similar to the RT800, because you just press the sound and you choose with the keys. You have to remember a little bit. But this is great piano, And now let's listen to also listen to the piano. Yes, on the speakers, it does not sound like this. It sounds a little bit more muffled, but me personally, I like it. And you have to understand that every speaker give a little bit character to the sound. Also, the most, let's say, studio quality speaker that I heard, and also it was a little bit muffled, the ES110 that I used to have. But anyway, and I tried the RD88. It's very precise in the sound. And this is also the comment of this guy that comment on the previous video that I did about this. But this is amazing. Listen to this. Listen to the sound. The dynamic of these pianos are amazing. So the experience and the emotion you are getting from playing this with the headphones, let's say, it's very deep, It can compare to the Kawai. And I guess this is a Steinway piano because, all of the companies that does not produce acoustic pianos like Yamaha and Kawai usually will use Steinway as their main piano. So on a Steinway there is a bell. When you are pushing the piano, the bell is giving a metallic flavor, which sounds like a bell. And listen. You can hear it. Listen. This. You can hear some metallic, something like a spark. So on the Kawai, it's more subtle. They got the same effect but more gentle. So the difference in the dynamic level is less pronounced like this. So here, it's almost like two different pianos when you are playing it on pianissimo, like softly, then harshly. Fortissimo, I think it's called. Which give this piano lot of character, lot of intimacy, in a different way from the kawaii, but not less, even sometimes more, because the kawaii is sort of a perfect piano, and this one have a little bit more character. So I think personally that all of the supernatural pianos are the same level. I used to have there is a levels there, but the original supernatural pianos from sample, I think this is the best. And the RT88, maybe this guy, my friend that commented, maybe he's right, Maybe he is right. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe he's right. Maybe the RD88, the pianos sound a little bit better. But I think on headphones, they sound almost the same. Although on the RD88, you've got 2 or 3 concert grand, 2 flavors. But I didn't really hear a big difference between the 2 concert grands there. Okay? As you can hear a difference between this concert grand, which to my ear, it's sort of a perfect concert grand. And if this is a Steinway, this is a very beautiful Steinway. Full of character, this piano. Full of character. And also and there isn't any cut of the sound, like if I'm going from sound to sound, and I'm not using the app, I almost don't need it. This is amazing piano, This is amazing piano. This is gorgeous upright. This is gorgeous upright. And I'm pretty enjoying the key action, you know. Listen, this piano, you know, with headphones, it sounds really, really good. And on the speakers, it sounds a little less, but I like these imperfections of it with the sound of the speaker. So if it wasn't night here, I was not playing with the headphones. I would play with the speakers because I like it. There is something I like about it. I don't know what, but there is something. So if you are a sucker for an upright sound, this is an damn good upright sound, you know. And I'm playing a lot of. Let's go to one of my. Let's go to. So listen. When I'm pressing the function and the first F sharp, I'm disconnecting the internal sound. I'm sorry, the F sharp, not the C sharp. I don't know what I did with the C sharp. I hope I didn't do anything. Anyway, now I'm triggering a sound from, and this is what amazing with this instrument, you know. This is what amazing with this instrument. You know what? Let's leave it, you know what? Let's stay with the internal sound. Because this is an instrument. You know, listen, let's leave this. Today, this is the day of the FP. So listen, this is, to my opinion, again, this is the concert grand. Listen to the sound. So this is the concert, Glenda, okay? I think this is a great sample of a piano. I don't know, it doesn't feel to me too harsh, too mellow. It's just like on the point. Like the Casio was a little bit thin and little bit, there was some frequencies on the high that was irritating to my ear. And this is like, and the kawaii are silk like milk, and perfect. And this is something like a real piano. I didn't think that that piano can sound amazing, Amazing that I'm feeling with the entry level, almost the lowest, if there is only the FP10, which basically use the same sound of pianos, just with this new chipset, the BMC or whatever, the sound became more deep, like there are more layers to the supernatural sound to be in. So this is, and I think this is, and I disagree with my friend, and I think that this sample is the same quality of the RD88, I think. Maybe he's right and I'm wrong. Full of character. This is not a mellow piano by any means. And this is not bright piano. This is just warm and full. It reminds a little bit of the fullness of the SK, but the SK is more gentle. This one is full of character. This one is a European piano, I'm sure. Listen, Roland is a big company, So they work with the best pianos, I guess, when they are sampling things. And they've get some, bashed on them by me and other pianists, like on their sounds. So they came here with the big guns, I think, with this model and the RD88. So people remind, they remind people why we love Roland as a company, because they are daring, they are giving the tech that the others don't give. This is, I can tune each note with the app. This is amazing. I can make it not tuning, I can make it pitch. This is amazing. So, and the electric piano are far better than all the other companies, to my opinion. So one thing that I like on Roland, I didn't need to tweak nothing. On Kawai, I'm always tweaking the sound. And here, I didn't need to do nothing. The sound is amazing, you know. The sound is good. The sound is good. And I have to admit that I loved the Wurley of the Kawai ES110. And the Kawai, basically. And the ES8, I love all of their pianos. All the sounds there. But these sounds are not less good, and this is half of the price of ES8 new, let's say. Okay, this is less than half of the price of FP30X, okay? So let's say ES8, now it's ES920, it's $1,500, $1,600. Yes, it's twice of this, and these sounds are not less good. Maybe I'm exaggerating, I don't know. Anyway, the Kawai Wurley is better to my opinion. Maybe they are the same level. Because here there is something more, feels real. But I remember I like the sound of the Kawai on this one. So this is supposed to be mixed, all of them. And this, I guess, is the DX7. So you hear the complexity of the sound. Because this is supernatural. This is not just a PCM. So it have all the little nuance. So I can see the patch name on the app, and I don't have here the app now. But this is amazing. I can operate this instrument without opening the manual. So I remember from the app the names and the order of the sound, but so it's a joyful piano also on the say that Roland giving sounds, amazing sounds. Roland are top notch on the sounds, on the supernatural engine. I always wanted to buy their Vitra, the name, I forget the name of their sound module. There is a sound module of all of the supernatural sounds. And also the FO0. This got many of the supernatural pianos and sounds. This is amazing. I don't like to play the DX7 sound. And here, there is so much in this sound, so I can find myself playing it. And this is one of the sound, as a musician that I hate. And on this piano, I fell in love with this sound. And I cannot stop. I don't know if this is a DX7, but wow, what a sound, So there is a volume difference on this and the organs. So you need to take down the volume because and by the way you are hearing directly from the instrument through the audio interface. This is amazing. This is... So the volume, it's just like the kawaii, I can see, and I like it. This is a professional grade. I see that Roland do it too. So the output of the audio through the USB, the output volume, is not affected from the volume knob or switches here. Okay? So this is a perfect volume. I know it. I know this machine. I know this. Because I record it on a phone and I put a picture and I put the first video, which some of you respond there on the comments. One of you respond why I did a comparison between the FP30X and the RD88, why not the FP60X and the RD88, which are the same price? Because the FP30X versus the FP60X, to me the FP30X is a big win. So why should I take the 60X? I'm favor to the 30X because of the price difference, of course, and the not very big gap between the sounds and everything else. Yes, it's got a little bit more features, and the operation is more convenient and more high quality. But I heard it. I played on the 60X, and I didn't like the speakers. So one of my friends that comment on this the Roland videos on my channel. So he told me that he didn't like the speakers on the FP30X because it's muffled and it's taking the highs from the sound. So I agree with him and I like it, so. But I have to admit that every piano, the speakers does not sound like the clean sound from the headphones, let's say. So, and there is a different, and on Roland, it's a big different, a little. It's not small different. Like the most close piano, the speakers to the headphones, is the ES8. The ES8, and the ES8 still, the speakers still make it a little bit more muffled and mellow, but a little bit. But I love the character it gives. It's very rich and warm. And here it's a little bit muffled, a little bit, but I like it, so. How do I know? Because usually I'm playing without headphones, because it gives more character to the piano. It's got the highs, the sparkles of the sound, so you are more listening to the real sound of the piano. And either you fell in love with it or not. And the speakers, because it changed a little bit the basic nature of this piano, make it a little bit more with character, even, to my opinion. So I have to admit, the speakers are good, but on the quality of the like, I feel the quality of Yamaha, because Yamaha have a front-facing speakers, the sound are more clear and precise. And me, I like it a little bit muffled, but you know what the magic, let's say, of Nord? Nord does not give bright pianos too much. All of their pianos are warm and full of it, just like the Noir. If you are playing Nord piano, you will hear it. They are very warm and lush, and they are not bright at all. And I guess they have some and some, but this is, I cannot. I just miss the piano, So if the RD88 is really noticeably better than this one, then I guess it will be worth it to sell the ES8 and get the RD88 also, like my friend with the comment. Let's see what's the name. Let's see what's the name of this guy. Because, I like him. And let's see. Okay. The name is John E. Okay. So this guy have this piano and the RD88, and he says, and I believe him, because he sounds like a nice guy, and he gave a real comparison. So after his comment, I think it's a very good luck for me to not add this 2,400 shekels and get the RD88, because I could do it, and I thought about it. And now I'm glad that I didn't, because he's explaining that this one works like a charm with computer, and with smartphone. I'm just connecting it, and I can record it, and it's working like a charm also on a computer, although it's a shame that it's not creating automatic ASIO. So you need to use like the Windows audio because to configure Windows audio, of course, to Roland, so the microphone becomes automatically the internal sound of the piano. So, which with every software that we will record, and it will be precise, the perfect volume for publish. Maybe it's compressed piano, I don't know. I start to think it is. Because even the very soft notes you can hear pretty good and loud. Like squashed sound, which is great for a live like this, because the kawai you cannot hear it sometimes because of the difference between the volume when you are playing it softly and when you are playing it strong, because the kawai is very expressive piano, very expressive. But this one has some other charm. And the expressiveness here is not on the volume, because I feel it's a little bit, maybe I'm not sure. Maybe this is not true, but I feel this is a little bit with compression. Because the sound is always like perfect, When I'm playing softly, I can hear still the sound pretty loud, But the change in this, the character of the sound is very strong, much more than the kawaii. And there is a lot of character. It's not like a perfect piano. It's got like, it's got like a sense of character. And the kawaii is sort of more perfect piano. Like a silk, this is more robust, more... I love the piano here, and I love the upright, and I don't need to go listen to the mellow upright. This is the same upright, but listen to this one. This is crazy. Listen. Almost like felt piano. I don't remember enjoying playing Roland pianos so much on the RD800, which cost twice than this, maybe triple than this, when it was new, let's say. Okay? It's cost like the RD2000, okay? Let's go do the math. But here I'm feeling a piano, a real sound of a piano, sample of a piano. On the RT800, there was an upright. There was an upright sample and it was horrible. I couldn't play it for a second. It was supernatural, and I didn't like the upright on the RD800. And this upright, whoa. Again, the mellow version. You can play hours with this sound. And for cinematic stuff, Roland sort of make it very balanced sound. The pianos of Roland are very balanced. Like they are on spot. They are not too bright, not too thin, not too wide, They just on the spot. I don't know how to... Magnificent sound. You cannot say this is not deep. I'm feeling the deepness. And the people that watching my channel are hearing the kawaii a lot, the sounds of the kawaii pianos, because I like to go and make lives with the kawaii pianos. It was gorgeous, and I put the kawaii at my mom's house. I put the ES8. I didn't want both of them here. I put the ES8 on my mom's house, and I decided that the next few days, weeks, I want to be with the Roland. And I'm not regretting this. There is a magic happening here. Full of character. You know, before I bought this one, I wanted to buy the MPS 120 from Kurzweil with adding $300 to this. And better, and it's also got audio interface and with 220-watt speakers. And you know, Kurzweil have good pianos. But I listened to the Kurzweil on YouTube. And this one I knew from the store. And I listened to this one with headphones on the store. I'm enjoying playing it, you know. And I'm regular to high-end pianos. You know, lately, the core grand stage. And from the grand stage, even I did have their samples of 6 best grand pianos in the world. I have there the sample D, the Steinway D, the Fazioli, the Bechstein, the Yamaha CFX, all of the pianos, the Bosendorf. It was amazing. There are many, many videos of mine with the core grand stage. I'm so happy I did all of these videos because now I can hear these pianos from the past, you know. I capture some time with them, just like I'm doing now. I love the sound, you know. And I didn't like the sound on the grand stage. I needed to tweak the hell out of it to get a sound that I like. And I didn't get this bass, you know. I don't need to tweak here nothing, and this is even on the kawaii. You don't have to tweak, but when you are tweaking, you are getting. And I did tweak the kawaii. I made it a little bit more mellow. I don't know why now today I'm not tweaking it. The ES8 I'm playing normal. Yes. I stopped being the mellow guy, you know, too much. And this piano is... Oof. And the concert grandeur. amazing. This is the mellow concert. And I don't think they cut the highs too much here. Yes, this is the bright. This is the mellow. Wow. It's not just the EQ thing. There is a different stage to the sound. That's why it's weird. I didn't listen usually of the companies, all of these companies making the Korg, let's say, the bright samples, the bright patches and the mellow patches of the pianos on the Korg grand stage was very pronounced EQ thing, You could hear it, that they cut the high frequencies and they boosted the middle or things like that, you can hear it. And here, the difference between the natural piano sample to the mellow one is something more complex, because I don't feel they cut the frequency of the high notes, and I can hear it's the same piano sample, but it's something more complex in the editing of the frequency of the piano that make it a little bit sound more warm and mellow. So it sounds almost like a different character, even though you can hear it's the same piano. It's like you change the room or something, okay? Okay, again. This is the natural. And this is the mellow version. Very gentle change. So this is a joyful thing, because you still get the natural sound of the piano. Just different atmosphere, but you still hear the piano that's sampled, not a tweaked sound of it. And this is wonderful thing. And I think that Kawai is lacking on this. Like, it's not so perfect like Roland did it, I think. But I need to compare them. I will bring the Kawai here. I want to do a comparison. Because the quality Maybe there is a cut of frequency here on the top. Yes, there is a cut of frequency. This is the natural piano. Yes, there is a cut of frequency. But it's very gentle. It's very gentle. So there is a piano here. Sort of, let's listen to it. I think this is a pop or rock piano, which is decent. Yes, this sound. I don't remember the sound name, but there is a pitchness a little bit to this sound. And all of these sounds are supernatural sounds. Listen, I like the piano sounds. And I like the electric piano sounds. And I like the other sounds. Let's listen to the other sounds. שיש אותה נני 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 נני. Listen to these strings. Because this is supernatural strings. You feel the movement inside. And this is, yes, Roland, the supernatural engine is pretty nice. It's giving a sort of a feeling, you know. And many strings, many. This is sort of quartet or something. So this sound quality, you cannot find in this price category. So also the Casio does not have this quality of sounds. Only the piano, but the other sound. So the core grand stage did have sounds on this quality, but this is not less quality. Because this is supernatural and they are bringing the best 50 sounds because they are not giving you here 350 sounds like I guess the FP30X have. So, and the RD800 did have 350 sounds, but only 50 or 60 was supernatural. So you see the system, and here you are getting the cream of the cream, the supernatural, and the sample-based, which me personally I prefer over the module-based pianos. So the most of sounds of this engine you got on the new Phantom O series. So I consider it. But then I thought to myself, the Phantom O does not have any speakers. And yes, it's got all the features and the sequencing and everything. But this one with computer and 2 controllers are giving me the features of a Phantom O on half of the price and much more sounds, because the Phantom O is what you get. And there is something I want to talk about, and this is the sound engine. There is a Zen Core sound engine. You need to understand the Zen Core sound engine is a PCM engine. They collected all of their PCM things from the past under one roof, which is, I had the Roland Cloud subscription for a while, so I went over all of their engines. Also this engine, it is on the subscription, the Zen sound engine, and the same engine, the pianos on their SRX modules, old modules, are on the Zen Core. Same parameters you can tweak on the Zen Core. So the Zen Core is a sort of a engine that collects from all of their SRX expansion packs to one place. And this became like, but this is not the level of the Zen Core engine, is not the level of supernatural. As far as sampling instruments are with nuance, like pianos, like guitar, like, natural instruments. So the piano of the Zen Core, let's say, will always sound less better than these ones, okay? Because these have all the nuance that the Zen Core does not have. Because the Zen Core is not really simple, it's more sophisticated. There are 4 layers, but let's say there is no string resonance on these pianos, okay? This is all tech. which they are re-merchandised with new name, and they are calling it Zencore. But they had a synthesizer, and at this I used to have Roland. I used to have the Juno GI, and I like it, but I didn't like the piano sounds there. It sounds like, like shit, I'm sorry to say it. And there are some sound nice there. I like the technology, the 4 inputs, combo inputs. You could record yourself on the piano. There was this was a mini workstation on a budget, But today you are playing listen, this is sound just like a piano. And this is $850 piano here in Israel. To me it cost, okay? Maybe $900. Great sound, great feeling. So the bass is rich, the piano sound is bringing you inside the house, Maybe it's the new experience that I'm excited about. And if the Kawaii was here, I was not excited about this near the Kawaii. Of course, the Kawaii, it's not the same price level. It's price-wise, it's one above. It's like the FP30X cost and not the 90X, but it's like the ES920, okay? The ES8, it's the same level, same sample, same action. So it's not a fair comparison. It's an instrument that costs twice. But I wonder how they will compare. So this is the concert grand, and I can feel myself suck into it because it's a good sample and the dynamic. There is experience. There is something is happening. Me as a piano player with this piano, with headphones again. This is not so deep with the speakers, and I do enjoy it with the speakers. And I think this is get the second or the third place, not the first place on speakers quality, but it's a pretty good speaker quality because Roland are top-notch music company, okay? They are not putting out non-quality instruments, but I think on the other engine and on under some of the home piano, I think this is a great piano. I'm definitely not regretting buying it, this is... And I paid almost the full price. And I cannot buy this from Germany because they are restricted by the importer here in Israel. So I had to buy it from Israel on the overprices. And I'm getting a pretty good price here, so. And I wanted to go with the Phantom 08. It's 8,000 shekels here in Israel, so it's about 2,500 about, I think, yes, 2,600 dollars versus 850, and basically I can do here everything I want with the computer and the decent controller, and this is the action, the same action as the Phantom 08, which this action is great action. And I don't know if the Phantom have this upright, but this is... So, I'm sorry, this is the upright. You heard the difference on the sound. This is an upright sample. This is a beautiful... on the store I didn't listen how beautiful this sound is. So someone talk about the decay. Listen to the decay. Let's listen. I need to compare it to the Kawaii. it sounds good, you know. And in a weird way, there isn't any conflicts between frequencies. I think the pianos here worth the money. And the other sounds, there are so many sounds, 50 sounds. And with the app, you can see the names and go to the guitar or whatever you want. There are categories. This is magnificent. This is amazing. This is the instrument I wanted, you know. And I like it when I'm doing duet, two sounds together. It's giving you, because on the app you can decide the amount or the mix between the sound. But here, I guess I can do also, but I don't know how. So what am I doing? It's giving you just the exact volume you need. So I don't need that. I don't feel that I need to fix the mix, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting the brightness of the piano and the mellowness of the pad. And you cannot find the pad like this with the competitors. Yes, Casio PXS3000 do have a nice warm pad, 700 sounds. But the sounds are not the level as here, or as the Supernatural of Roland. The Casio sound is... The piano is the same level, but to my taste, it's a little bit thin and a little bit bright. That you can tweak it, but I didn't connect with it. And this one is woof. And this is the upright, you know. I think this is the surprise of this piano. So comparable with the concert grand. Just so different characters, but so excellent sampled instruments. I thought I will regret buying it because I could buy from Thomann FP30X at the same, the Kawai ES120. And I didn't do it because I already have the Kawai ES8, and I didn't want the same pianos on a downgraded version of my already existing piano. So it was between Yamaha and Roland and Kurzweil. And because I like the mellowness and the cleanness of the piano sound of the FP30X, and now I understand that I did the best choice because the FP30X has great two samples of piano. The upright sample is magnificent. And Stu Harrison, I'm watching this guy, I love his playing. And he did a comparison between this and the Kawai ES120. And I saw this comparison. And he says that this one was more expressive because there is more dynamic layers. Because there is more shift, because there is a bell here. This is, I guess, is Steinway. And the Kawai was more gentle. And I think that in the volume range, the Kawai is more natural, more like a real piano. And this one a little bit with, I guess, with the compressor, I think. I'm not sure. But anyway, the range of the sound between the layers here is larger. And this is something very interesting. And of course, the amount of the sounds here is larger. And of course, you have here audio interface. So now you are hearing directly from my piano, not my sound card, not the left-right output, which are on 0, I put them. Now you are hearing the piano directly. And I can record it directly on the perfect volume. I cannot control this volume. I cannot take it down. I do not have any control of it. So it's exactly on the full volume without distorting or something like that. So I feel the power. There is a power in this piano, and I have to compliment Roland. This piano, the sampled pianos of Roland are, to my opinion, very good, and the same level of the Kawai almost, to my opinion. On the Kawai it's more precise and more accurate, and here there is something else, okay? But I'm not disappointed with the sound, which I was with the RT800 at the beginning when I heard it, after I have the Yamaha. And Yamaha I love. The P515 pianos and the CLP range pianos. I love these piano sounds. But the CF3 on the P125 and the 255, I heard it on the internet. I have the opportunity to have the P255 instead of this one. It's only 2 kilos more and beefier speakers, and Yamaha, you know. It's a flagship of Yamaha. In the days, it was equivalent to the S8. But I heard some reviews on it, which says, of professional pianists, that said that there is no comparison between the ES8 and the P255 from Yamaha. He said it was there is no comparison with the action and everything. So I told myself, anyway, I don't like the piano sound. And because this was 8 years ago, there isn't any audio interface through USB yet on this generation of piano. So what should I do? Should I take the FP30X new or this used P255? This was the question for me. This was the war. This was the war. And I think I did the best choice. And to my luck, because of this, John, he told me there is a problem with the RD88 because the RD88 also have a sound interface, audio interface. But it's got some problems. And this one does not. So better speakers, no problems. What do I miss? Some voices that I probably wouldn't use anyway. I won't use half of the sound here, probably. Perfect balanced on the split. This is what I like on Roland. They didn't put the sustain on the bass. On other companies like Hawaii or something, you sometimes need to go and to cancel it. This is professional grade company. So just put the split and already you are getting the good bass, and I guess there is a way to control the sound, to change the sound of the lower part, but this is what I like usually if I'm splitting it just for this bass and exactly this sound. This is the sound. The sound is exactly how I like it, you know, this bass. I'm really enjoying to play this piano. This is the upright. This is gorgeous upright, you know. And I prefer this upright over all of the 88 pianos together. This is a great upright sound. And it's a shame that the RD88 does not have this upright. Maybe it does, but I watched the patches name and there isn't any upright name on the piano patches. So I don't think that they are the 88 ever. Okay, so thank you for being with me and good night. This was more in depth talking about the FP30X of Roland, and I'm very happy of buying this piano. Don't get me wrong, even though I could get better pianos, I could get another ES8 on 800 and on $850. The same ES8, but I have already two ES8, and I wanted one light for gigging. So I'm pretty pleased with this one, with the internal sound. I don't think I will use an external piano. I think this is a decent piano sound for show, for gigging, for professional use, for professional gigging by a real pianist, like a real piano player and singer. Of course, this is. I think this is a gorgeous piano. This is the upright, yes? I wonder how they will sound one next to the other one. I wonder, This is going to be interesting one. This is an interesting piano. So if you got one, you are lucky. This is a good piano. I went over some good pianos. I had the Kawai MP7SE. I had the CLP535. I had the Kawai ES110. I had some, I had the Core Grand Stage. I had some good quality pianos, and I played on real pianos. I'm telling you, this piano is something else. On headphones, okay, I cannot play this anymore. I'm repeating myself. Bye-bye. Thank you for being with me.